You see here, there is one more answer to this question. Here you see option A is also correct. So let me tell you how. Before this, you should watch my previous video. In the previous video, I have explained how option B is correct. Okay. So, okay. So now you see here. Here you see in option A, it is written, this implementation fails as L can overflow. You see how? You see, suppose, yes, there are several processes P1, P2, P3, P4. Okay, let's talk up to P4, P9. Okay, there are n number of processes. Okay, so P1 will enter inside the critical section. So for that, P1 will execute line number 1, line number 2, line number, yes. When P1 will execute line number 2, so what will happen? You see, as I already told you in the last video, so I am telling again, please watch my previous video. Okay, the first part of this video, please watch it. Okay, so now because in this video I am not going to explain everything. So now you see, yes, when P1 will execute line number 2, so what here fetch and add function will do, the value of lock is was initialized as 0. So now fetch and add function will return here something. Something means what? Here the value of lock will be incremented to 1, 0 plus 1, 1, and the old value that is 0 will be returned here. Okay, since the condition is, since the while condition fails here, so now what will happen? This loop will not execute, so P1 will enter inside the critical section. So now P1 enters inside the critical section. After that, suppose P1 wants to come out from the critical section. So P1 will execute this exit section. So P1 will execute line number 5. Okay. And yes. And suppose there is a preemption at this point. Okay. The preemption at this point, and now P2 came. P2 also wants to enter inside the critical section. Fine. So P2 will execute line number 1. Now P2 will execute line number 2. So what will happen in line number 2? In the while loop, you see fetch and add function is being called here. So what fetch and add function will do? It will increment the value of L by 1. It means what? By 1, it means what? 1 plus 1, 2, and it will return the old value of L, that is 1 will be returned here. So since the while condition is true, so now process P2 enters inside the while loop. Okay, so process P2 got entry inside the while loop, and since process P2 yes, and before process P2 could execute this statement of while loop, that is L is equal to 1. Suppose here preemption happened again. Okay, and CPU is given to process, yes, and CPU is given to process P1, and P1 executed line number 6. Okay, and P1 has made the value of lock as 1. Fine. So till now everything is same as whatever I explained in the previous video. Okay, and now you see, after this, process P1 came out from the critical section. Fine. The task of process P1 is over. When the preemption happened at so here at this point, process P2 will execute this line number 3, and process P2 will make the value of lock again as 1. It was 0, which was made by process P1. So now process P2 again made it as 1. Fine. So now you see, when process P2 again made it as 1, suppose at this time process P3 came. Okay. Now process P3 also wants to enter inside the critical section. For that, process P3 will execute line number 1. After that, process P3 will execute line number 2. Fine. And now you see what will happen. Since the value of lock is equal to 1 and fetch and add has been called here, so fetch and add function will return what? It will increment the value of lock by 1. It means what? 1 plus 1, 2, and it will return the old value of lock. Okay. So here 1 will be returned. Okay. And after that, you see process P3 will also enter inside the while loop. Okay. Process P3 will also enter inside the while loop. But before you see, process P3 could execute this line number 3 after entering inside the while loop. Before process P3 could execute this line number 3, again the preemption happened at this point. And now process P4 came. Okay. So process P4 also wants to execute this critical section. So process P4 will execute line number 1. Process P4 will execute line number 2. Fine. And before process, yes. And at line number 2, fetch and add is called here. So what fetch and add will do? It will increment the value of 2 to 3. 2 plus 1, 3. Okay. And return the old value of the lock. It will return now here 2. Because the old value is 2. Okay. Yes. And now, since it's a non-zero value, the condition is true. So process P4 is also entered inside the while loop. And now process P4, before process P4 could execute this line number 3, again the preemption happened. Okay. Now CPU is given back to process P5, suppose. And again same thing. Process P5 will run statement number 1. Will run line number 2. Okay. And in line number 2, what test and set will do? It will increment the value of 3 to 4 and it will return the previous value, that is 3. So here you see the value of lock is getting incremented 1, 2, 3, 4, and just think there are n number of processes. So the value of lock will get on incrementing by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is a clear chance of overflow, because you see the lock has a capacity to hold integer and also integer has a certain range of limit. Okay, it cannot go beyond that. So definitely there will be overflow because the value of L is getting incremented. So you see these things will keep on happening. Okay, these things will keep on happening. The value of L will increment by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is a clear chance of overflow. So option A is also correct. Okay, thank you.